Hey, welcome to KocoSports.net or KocoSports.com. It takes you to the same place. It's where the world comes to kick ass, your home for combat sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this. This is your WWE Backlash 2016 preview. I'm your host LK from KocoSports. The match we're going to be covering today on this show will be Dean Ambrose, Dangerous Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. I think this match as a whole, just to summarize my thoughts, I think this match can be awesome. I am solely rooting for AJ Styles so hard it's not even funny. I'm going to be sat here when this post-show is over. I'm going to have my AJ Styles signed picture behind me that you will be able to see. I'm going to have my AJ Styles merchandise on, and I'm going to be pumped like a little bitch if AJ wins. But also on that same note, if AJ loses to Dangerous Dean Ambrose, you're going to see the biggest frown on my face. It could be the best wrestling match of all time, but I want AJ to win this so bad. The way they've positioned him, the way they've built him has been magnificent. Debut at Rumble. Okay, he lost at Mania, okay, so stepping back there. But then to go into a championship feud with Roman Reigns, then have the club, start feuding with Cena, finally beat Cena clear-cut winner in the middle of the ring at SummerSlam, the second biggest event of the year, then have him win the WWE Championship. That could be equally to Kurt Angle as being one of the best WWE debuting years of anyone's career. You know, to beat John Cena, the face that runs the place, quote-unquote. To win the WWE Championship. You know, to be in a main event rivalry within your first 3 months, to debut at the Rumble, to be at WrestleMania in front of 100,000 people. That could be one of the best debut years out of anyone. I mean, I know Kurt Angle back in 2000 had a magnificent year, but this could be great. And Dean Ambrose, okay guys, I might get a little bit of heel heat for this, and I don't give a fuck. I think his matches are boring. I think he is dull. Okay, his promos are okay, but he's kind of like stale. He kind of hasn't done anything different in a very long time. So I want to see something different in Ambrose, and hopefully a match with AJ could motivate him. I like their promo on SmackDown Live hyping this match, I already did. But, again, I want to stress this. I'm rooting for... It's a very rarity that during a match, I want one guy to win and one guy really not to win. I really don't want Ambrose to win, and I really want AJ to win. This has been a decent run for Ambrose. He had a retain against Reigns and Rollins. He retained against Rollins twice, one on Raw, one on SmackDown, and also retained against Ziggler. Maybe we can get AJ get the win here. Then at the next pay-per-view, we can do AJ versus Ambrose in a rematch where AJ gets the win. Then maybe move on to AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. Then you can move on AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler. Then you can move on and you can just keep on going and going with challenges. And I think it could be a great run for AJ with the WWE. And just thinking about this, 6 months ago when AJ's in, or not even that, 4 months ago when AJ's in that rivalry with Roman Reigns. Not once would we be thinking that AJ Styles has a huge possibility to go in and win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at Backlash. And I'm pumped to say that. I'm so fucking pumped, and I'm happy for AJ, and I pray to God that he comes out of this pay-per-view. And if you see me on the post-Backlash show with a smile on my face, that's because my boy AJ Styles just won the freaking WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I've seen this guy wrestle in TNA in 2010 in Bournemouth. Okay, in front of 200, 300 people. I saw him last year in October at Revolution Pro Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling's Global Wars in front of about 200 people. Now to see him on the WWE Network in the main event against Dean Ambrose in a high-profile match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, that just makes you proud. And that is one reason why you guys should watch the indies. I stress this a lot. If you are watching this pay-per-view right now and you've never watched an indie match before, the feeling I have right now of following this guy for pretty much a decade from TNA, the feeling of watching him in the main event, it makes you so happy. And it makes you feel happy for him, seeing him suffer through the shit, to now see him in the great. Not just, I followed him in WWE to the great. I followed him for 9 months, and yeah, he has really been treated really well. Lucky guy. For me, it's like, not lucky guy. He worked his ass off to get there. Mad props to AJ Styles, and no disrespect to Ambrose. I think his title run's been pretty shit. I hope he loses really badly tomorrow. Or whenever the fuck this... I'm actually recording all these in one big hit, so I don't know when this is, but I hope Ambrose does lose. And if he does lose, I'm going to be happy chappy. And Ambrose can move on to maybe a rivalry with Orton, maybe. Babyface, who's the top babyface? Or Bray Wyatt. Or how about this? Dean Ambrose versus... Who have we got that's a heel? Miz? Dean Ambrose Miz? Or Dean Ambrose Baron Corbin? You know, there's lots of potential there. I think Ambrose Baron Corbin could be good. But anyway, put in the comments who you, A, think should win, and B, if Ambrose does lose, who he should feud with after that. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, buy Dave Koco's book in the link in the description box below. Stay safe, stay well. This has been LK, and I'll be catching your asses down the line.